Hello and welcome to Quirky Cat Crafts. This is Sherry and this is part 2 of my clear stamp storage, organization, and share. This binder is labeled Boy, and I'm going to do 3 binders in this video. All 3 of them are kind of boy theme for the most part, so we're going to run with that. Okay. In the front pocket here, these are not actually stamps. They are like iron-on patches or something. I got them in a grab bag of supplies, but robots and pirates, and they're in the Boy binder, so that I don't forget that I have them. Okay. All right, so we've got some playing cards, poker kind of themed stamps here. And then we kind of go into carnival circus. That's why I have the carousel horses in here. That's probably more of a girl thing, but it goes with, like, see, this one's got a carousel, a Ferris wheel, the tent. So kind of circus themed a little bit. Okay. And we've got ninjas. That's a new set. I haven't used that one yet. This is just some random, it's like dinosaur, alien, robot, and monster, helicopter, skateboard. I don't know. So a lot of these are like dad themed. Obviously, you're not going to use wine for a child. That one should probably come out of here, to be honest, and go into a different one. Same thing here. We've got beer. But then we've got tools, more tools, weightlifting, video game controllers, things like that. Okay. Then we go into kind of my outer space section. This is a stencil, but it's not in my stencil binder because I'll forget I have it. So I have it in here with the stamps that it kind of goes with. So we've got like some astronaut, rocket ship, aliens, planets, constellations, some more constellations and planets. Okay, some more astronaut and rocket ships. These are robot stamps, but it kind of goes with outer space, right? Same with this set, it's robots. Then we've got more astronauts and little aliens. Okay. Yeah, I guess kind of monster type. Some monsters. And then we got like a science-y one. Science-y? Is that a word? I'm making it a word. Okay, then we've got monsters over here. And then dinosaurs. Actually, the dinosaurs is in the wrong spot. That's going to bug me now that I've noticed it. So we're going to change this. Hold on, you guys. And we'll move this set over. Yes, my OCD. Probably have my head in the shot. Sorry. All right, so monsters. And then there's another monster one down here. And then we go into dinosaurs. This was a set. It had babies on it and dinosaurs. So I cut out there was like a baby and a pacifier and a bottle or something like that. And I cut those out and put those in the baby binder. And then kept the dinosaur ones here. So dinosaurs. Okay, then we got some more monsters. Okay, we've got a little set here that's like a little rocket ship. Little robots, little monsters, and then eyeballs. Which I need to cut smaller pieces of white cardstock to go into. This is a 4-pocket photo protector. I don't have a lot of them. I think they were given to me, but they come in handy for some of these. But it drives me crazy because they're bigger. So they always go in the back after the 4x6s. I am going to include in the comments or in the description box the links for these 3-ring binders, the page protectors, and the pre-cut cardstock. So if anybody wants to try organizing their stamp system in the same way, that you'll have the links to the supplies that I used. The binders I bought like a box of 10 of them, I think. 2 boxes actually. A little pricey, but then they were all the same size, all the same brand. So some more monsters. Then we kind of go into farm stuff here. Got the stencil, little pig and cow and chicken, tractors, more farm stuff. Then we kind of have a hodgepodge miscellaneous page here that honestly I didn't know what else to do with. And then more stencils. These are actually, excuse me, they're actually for like your cup of coffee or your hot cocoa, where like, you know, you put it on the top of the drink and sprinkle, you know, your sugar or your cinnamon or whatever. I guess. I don't know. I don't know quite how that works, but so I got a few of those, a few more random ones, and a few bigger ones. Okay, so that is what I call my boy binder. Not necessarily completely making sense, but I know where to find things, and that's what's important with your organization, you guys, is to know. As long as you know where to find stuff, you are good to go. Okay? Oh my goodness. This next one is called Vehicles. I'm sorry, you guys, I have to answer him. I'm up here, you dork. I've been down there for, like, he fell asleep in my lap, so I was down there for like 4 hours longer than I wanted to be. So you'd think he would be happy. All right, so this is vehicles. So we got train, motorcycle, some random vehicles, kind of travel-y, pickup truck, fuel pump, airplanes and helicopters, construction, trains and planes, more trains. This is a moped. I don't know. Didn't know where else to put it, so it went here. Got slug bugs. Honestly, these should probably be in the travel, but because there's vehicles involved, that's what's hard, is knowing where to put it in your organizational system when it could go in several different categories. But since we had airplane and hot air balloon, and then there's a bicycle and an airplane, I went with the vehicle one. So these are like a globe set. I don't know. Those should also probably go into a different category, but for right now, this is where they are. And then this stamp is like tire treads, different types of tire treads. So we have more of the little stencils, which I need to cut out some black cardstock to put behind so you can see better, but as you can see, vehicles. Okay. Some more cars, another slug bug, another motorcycle. That's another train theme. Okay. Couple more of the stencils, and then I've got a bigger train stamp that it was kind of a waste of space to have it in the big 4x6, so I just tucked it in this pocket here. So, which it keeps wanting to slide out on me. Okay. Some more vehicles. More vehicles. And a couple more stencils. So that is cars, trains, and planes, basically. Some boats in there, I think. Okay. So that's my vehicle. binder. And you can see that some of these are not near as full as others. Room to grow, I suppose. This last one, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't show you the side. It's sports, but it also has barbecue-related items in here because that makes sense to me. I don't have a separate binder for food and drink. I may end up making one for food and drink at some point, but all right. So we've got baseball, volleyball, and soccer. I don't know why these particular pockets look kind of dirty. Anyway, okay. Then we've got cheerleading. And if you watched my sticker stash videos, you know I've got a bunch of cheerleading themed stickers. And if you watched my button stash videos, you know I have cheerleading buttons. So I put this in sports even though it's just children playing. I mean, this is a girl with a hula hoop. But then we've got a girl playing tennis, a boy playing basketball, and a boy playing soccer. So, and then there's also, you know, baseball, baseball bat, football. So it went in the sports section. Okay, we're gonna come over here. We got skateboarding. This is what happens when I love the Global Land stamps. The vast majority of my stamp sets are from a company called Global Land. Globleland. And the majority of their sets are $5.99 to $6.99 each. If you have Amazon Prime, it's free shipping. And then they sometimes offer like a group of like 6 or 10 or 12 sets all together. And then those are only like $15 or something. So I don't know if they're like discontinued sets or what, but I got a lot of them that way. And I love their stamps. But I'm going to be honest, I am sorry to Global Land, but you do occasionally have words misspelled. I think this is supposed to say pro skater, but it doesn't. It says POR skater. So there are on occasion typos. So just be aware of that. But because I'm using these for, you know, stamping into clay, I'm not that picky. If there's a word misspelled, I just don't use that word, you know. But just be aware that that can happen on some of the stamp sets. So, okay. So then we've got a variety of sports equipment here and also here. Okay. I put this in here because it has game night. It's really aimed towards like board games, but because it has game night, it made me think of sports. So, okay, a couple of golf sets. A couple of random, not random, but variety. Like you got a ballerina, martial arts, golf, soccer, basketball, swimming, running. Okay. Another golf set. I did do a very large golf mosaic last October, and I filmed the entire process. So if you're interested in that, you can go back through my videos and take a look. So this is football and basketball. Some more silhouettes. Looks like that's all baseball. And then we kind of go into the barbecue. Because, you know, when you're at a ball game, I'm thinking, you know, hot dog, hamburger, that kind of thing. So, tailgating. That's kind of why I did barbecue in this folder. But I may eventually create a food and drink one. So, I was going to say something, but I'm almost to the end of this. But I'll forget it if I don't say it. So, let's go ahead and say it. I have been asked why I don't like take the stamp sets apart and put like all the drinks together, all of the food items together, you know, all of the utensils for kitchen together. The reason that I don't, you guys, is because I'm using these stamp sets for a mosaic. You know, when you use, you know, a set and they're all along the same lines. The artistry is the same, I guess. The image type is the same. And so it's going to work better, okay? Like all of these, how they all, you know, those are all going to work together. So I choose to leave them together. And at some point, I'm going to flip back to where I was. At some point I may do like an inventory in my computer, but honestly I flip through all my binders anyway, because you just never know on a project where you're going to find something. For example, here's a little frog. I've used that on a princess theme before, but it's not in the princess because the rest of the stamp set is it's a little boy with a soccer ball. But, you know, I flipped through all of them, and then I'm like, oh, there's a cute little frog, and I used it on a princess. So, that's just kind of where my thought process lies. Got a few stencils. Probably need another page protector in here. So, these are awful big, though. It would have to be a big mosaic for those to work. I put the star stencil in here because there's a whole lot of all-stars and star-typed stamps and buttons and stickers when I'm doing sports. So the stars go in here. And I know where they are. And then one last big stencil set. So, okay. So those are boy, vehicle, and sports. And when we come back, I'll probably be doing the girl theme next. So this was part 2, and part 3 will be coming soon. Thanks so much for watching.